Hi, I'm creating this video to give you a fairly good idea about the phase 1 course called Working on a Research Paper. So this course is structured in a very interesting way. So I'll walk you through how the course is structured, how a student will take this course and ultimately publish a research paper out of this course. So when you scroll down, you can see the main part of the course, which is the course curriculum. So you can see that we have divided the entire paper writing process into 100 or 150 different small steps. So a paper writing process is a series of decision making. At every single point, you have to take a decision. First, in identification of the topic, you have to take a decision based on the initial literature review which you will conduct or the preliminary results that you may have. And after that, once the topic is identified, you will take the decision which papers you will be initially looking at to craft or to identify the story of your paper, plus comparing your results with what is already published in the literature, and how to write the abstract of the paper, because you have to have an hourglass structure, right? The broad problem, the specific challenge that you are addressing, how how the way in which you are addressing this challenge will have broad, large-scale implications. So there are decisions to be made at every single stage of paper writing process, and these are basically answering a series of questions. So we have divided this entire process into small little steps, and those steps you will see here in the form of these lessons within each of these chapters. So one of the first lessons here is about assessing your research profile. And the reason why we do this is because so that we can also have a fairly good idea what all things have you done in the past. So you start the course with the introduction chapter, where we introduce about the course, our team, and also the research profile assessment. So there are 3 types of content mainly embedded within this course. One is video content. In the video content, you will be going through the videos and understanding what we have to share with you about that specific step of the research paper writing process. Second is useful links. So we have embedded useful links wherever we thought it is appropriate to add. And also the third is the specific documents that we wanted to share with you. So that is also embedded within the course. So let me show you a very basic example. So we start with what exactly is a research paper, tools and resources that you will have to keep handy in the beginning, and a brief overview about these tools like Litmaps, Mendeley, Overleaf, etc. And one of the earliest steps after you submit the research profile assessment form is creating a literature review summary sheet using Google Sheets. So let's say this particular lesson, you can play the video, you can understand the basics about the research paper writing process. Because, if you are writing a paper for the first time in your life, while you go through this video, I highly recommend you to have a pen and paper on the side as if you are taking notes, because this is a very long course. You won't be able to finish, of course, this in one day. People typically take 2 to 3 months. So you have your notes ready, you note down things, and notes or even something digital, Google Docs or whatever is more convenient for you. Please do not take this course as if you are watching something entertaining. This is not meant for that. This is meant for actually taking actions and doing things. So after you go through these series of videos, there will be one video which will be the last video at the end of that particular chapter, which will be the assignment video. So this assignment video will describe what exact assignment you are supposed to finish corresponding to that chapter. So one of the first assignments that you have to do is creating a literature review summary sheet in Google Sheets and share with us. Share the link of this with us. So the way in which you will do this is through something called assignments. So let me just move this here. So here you can see the first assignment, which we have described in detail what exactly is the assignment about, but you can scroll down and click start the assignment submit. And in the assignment submit option, you will see a few things. First, you will once this loads, you will see that there is a box in which you can enter your assignment either as a text or as a URL. So since you will be working in this particular assignment, you will be working on creating a literature review Google Sheet summary. You share the URL to that Google Sheet without, by making the link accessible to anyone, so that we can also access the sheet and suggest you things or make edits. And then you click submit the assignment. Once you submit the assignment, we will get to see your submission and we will get to evaluate it and provide you feedback. So this is exactly how throughout the course, let me move this here. throughout the course, we will be providing you feedback. So every single step. So after this assignment is done, while we are evaluating your assignment, you continue with the rest of the course. And in that course, you will see the next assignment is the selection of the topic. So we define what is a topic, starting from broad area of interest, then topic of the domain, and the area of interest, and then the topic of interest. So the next assignment is to submit 2 or 3 topics in which you are broadly interested to work on this paper. So let me just load that assignment. So here you can see that once you submit the assignment, it will look like this. It will show pending, because if I have submitted an assignment, and or if you have submitted an assignment, and if I am in the process of evaluating it, you will see it like that. You can also edit. So here I have just added test title and test abstract and some description. There is a assignment description provided here. So based on that, you can submit the assignment. So let's say I'm editing this. I can click edit, and I can edit whatever I have submitted. And then after I do that, so let's say here I will submit topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, then I can submit this, right? So this is exactly how it works. And then we will get to see what topics you have submitted. And based on that, we will brainstorm. Our team will brainstorm, and we will let you know what might be a good topic to select by considering the topics that you have submitted, and also by based on our own expertise. So this is exactly how this entire course we have divided into steps. And the next step is, in the next chapter, the assignment is submitting the initial story. But before you submit the initial story, you would have already gone through, when you go through the rest of the course material, you would have already gone through what are the exact things that you have to do to finish that assignment. And so let me not go through every single one, because it will take me a long time, but let me just give you a brief overview about this. So introduction, basics of research paper, identifying the topic, review the initial 25 papers to identify the story or thread of your paper. Of course, you will have some idea, but you also have to do enough literature review. Then you look at the structure. We are looking at paper in terms of an outline. So overview, title and abstract, bullet pointed introduction, figures, tables, adding references. Then ensuring that you continue the literature review. So here, literature review does not stop after 25 papers, because you have to add 60, 70 papers for a research article, even more. So we continue, make sure that throughout the lesson, you continue the research paper literature review of the existing research. And then converting the bullet pointed introduction. So in the paper outline, in this particular one, this is converting the bullet pointed introduction section into a full version, and ultimately submitting the main body, discussions, conclusion. So you can see that the entire paper writing process we have divided into these actionable steps. All you need to do is take that action. And the very last chapter is, so after you submit the paper to the journal, so before that, there will be identifying the journal, formatting the paper according to the journal guidelines. So in every single step of these, there will be assignment for you to submit. And then the last step is submitting the paper to the journal, and then how to navigate the peer review process in case the paper gets rejected, or in case the paper goes into peer review, like the blind anonymous peer review, or if the paper is currently in the editorial stage, etc. So as long as you ensure that you finish the course until the last step, you will have a fully finished paper ready. You will have a paper either in the editorial review stage, or in the peer review stage, or rejected and resubmitted. That can also happen, right? It's not actually in reality easy to finish a paper and get it successfully published in the first attempt. It's very rarely it happens. Or if everything goes well, you can have the paper finalized and published. That's the ultimate goal. So this course is structured in such a way that you will have, once you go through all of these lessons and assignments, at the end of the day, you will have a really good quality paper ready, which we would have provided significant feedback already by the time you submit the paper to a journal. So that's the goal of this particular course. Last year, the way we were doing this was through Slack channels. So we were working with multiple students in Slack channels, but we realized that that has certain inefficiencies. We were sharing material with students on Slack, but Slack had inherent limitations, like we could not share this much amount of material with students. So sometimes students will ask us questions, so we will answer those questions. And we realized that that is probably not the most effective way to disseminate all the things that we want to provide to the students in a standardized way. So we standardize that process by converting that into the course. And the way in which you will get personalized feedback in every single step is through these assignments. So once you enroll in the course, it'll be a breeze if you ensure that you are submitting these assignments by going through the course in a timely manner. So you can enroll and you can take up a topic of interest, and this will be one biggest step towards building your research profile, which is probably the most important aspect of your application.